Kirchhoff's law is basically conservation of energy. So there are two rules given by Kirchhoff. One is called KCL, Kirchhoff current law. We say it KCL. And second rule is called KVL. We say it Kirchhoff voltage law. According to KCL, net current at any junction should be zero. And what is the junction? Junction means where at least more than two wires are connected. For example, this is the junction. Four wires are connected. So this node is called junction. So what Kirchhoff said, according to Kirchhoff current law, net current at any junction should be equal to zero. It means incoming current at any junction should be equal to outgoing. And if you want to say it in more theoretical, more proper sentencing, in that case we can say algebraic sum of a current at any junction should be equal to zero. Junction means this node. So let's say this current is I1, this current is I2, this current is I3. So what should be this current? I1 plus I2 plus I3. Means if we consider incoming current, this is I1, this is I2, this one is I3. So incoming current is I1 plus I2 plus I3. So what should be outgoing current? I1 plus I2 plus I3. That's why sum of a total current will be equal to zero. Means incoming current should be equal to outgoing current. So that is called KCL. Now we'll apply this KCL in the circuit. We'll see how it works. This one R1, this one is R2, this one is R3, this is one battery, and this one is R4. This is R3, this one is R4. At that KCL I want to apply in this loop. So let's say current passing through this one is I. Now we got one junction, one incoming, one outgoing. So whatever current flowing from this one, same amount of current will flow from here. So this is I. Now when you reach at these points, according to KCL rule, current will divide and incoming current should be equal to outgoing current. So here incoming current is I. Let's say I1 current is flowing in this. So what will be the next current in this I2? R2. So that will be I minus I1. Why? Because incoming current is I and outgoing should be also equal to I. So I is coming from that and I1 is flowing into this one, in this middle wire. It means I minus I1 is flowing in this wire. So if you reach at this point, what is current? I minus I1. At this point, I minus I1. From this one, I1. Again we got one junction. At this junction, what is happening? This is incoming current from here and this one is incoming current from here. So both incoming current we have to add it and we will get I current over here. So if you see, I start from this battery and current is I and finally we are getting current I. So this is called current distribution according to Kirchhoff current law, KCL. What is KCL? It's a basically charge conservation. It says that at any junction, incoming current should be equal to outgoing. Let's take one numerical example based on that. Let's say this is one wire and there are 5 branches. And I am saying current in this one 5 ampere, current in this one 2 ampere. So according to KCL, what will be current in this? Obviously this is incoming. This one is the outgoing. So let's say current in this one 1 ampere and this one is 6 ampere. Now this is X. This is the question. Here current 5 ampere, 2 ampere, here 6 ampere, 1 ampere and this current is X. So you have to tell this current X is incoming current or outgoing. Incoming means towards junction, outgoing means away from the junction. So I will apply KCL for this. So first I apply KCL at this junction. What is incoming current? 5, here 2. So what is total? 5 plus 2. It means what should be outgoing? 7 ampere. Good. Now 7 ampere is outgoing and this is outgoing, this one is also outgoing. It's a given the question. So 7 ampere is outgoing from this junction, but it's a incoming towards this junction. So if I ask what is incoming current towards this junction, that is 7, and what is outgoing? 6. and here what is outgoing? 1. So 7 incoming and 6 plus 1, 7 outgoing. So what should be value of x? Value of x should be 0. So this is the application of a KCL, Kirchhoff current law. Now I will explain what is the KVL. KVL means inside any closed loop, net potential should be 0. Means in the circuit, if you start from one point and taking voltage consideration of all the resistance and battery, so if you reach at the next point, I mean same point once again, in that case what should be net potential? 0. What is meaning of that? I will explain using this diagram. So there are 3 battery. Let's say potential of this one is V1, this one is V2, this one is V3, and there are 4 resistance R1, R2, R3, R4, basically 5 resistance. Now what KVL says? KVL says ki if you start from one point and reach at the same point once again, you consider all the voltage on the path, so net voltage should be 0. It means in the closed loop, summation of voltage. How we apply this one? So in closed loop, that voltage should be equal to 0. So according to KVL, in the closed loop, summation of voltage should be equal to 0. So if summation of voltage is equal to 0, but how we'll apply this concept in the numerical? So to apply this concept in the numerical, first we need to use KCL. Let's say this current is I. So how much current over here? I. How much current over here? I. So in this current, I take it I1. So this current will be I minus I1. This one will be I minus I1, and this one is what I1. So again it will become I. We already know KCL, that's why I have done it fast. Now according to KCL, we have done current distribution. What is KVL now? In any closed loop, if you start from one point, reach at the same point once again, and you take consideration of all the voltage in the path, in that case that net voltage should be equal to 0. Mathematically speaking, summation V is equal to 0. Now I apply this one in this loop, in this closed loop. So I apply in the first loop. So I am selecting this one as a first loop. So if I apply this one and we use sign convention. What is sign convention? Sign convention matlab, what is sign convention? We just use positive and negative sign. So we'll use sign convention in between. And what is that sign convention? Basically, when I enter the battery, so first I enter at the negative terminal, I take it negative. If first I enter at positive terminal, I take it positive. I am talking about battery now. In case of resistance, if you are moving in the same direction of current, that voltage will be positive, and if you are moving in opposite direction of current, that voltage will be negative. I'll show you that one by example. What I am saying, if you start from here and first you encounter the battery, in that case first you are entering at the negative terminal, to write negative V1 over here. Now you reach at this point and you are moving clockwise. So while moving clockwise, you are moving in direction of the current. So what I said, if you are moving in direction of current, write positive into IR. Opposite direction, negative into IR. Negative I into R. In case of battery, first you enter at the negative terminal, write it negative. First you enter at the positive terminal, write it positive. So in this case, minus V1 we got, and I reach at this point. So this will be IR1, and this one IR2, and this one I1 R3. So this is what? Plus V2 is equal to 0. So what is basically minus V1, IR1, IR2, I1 R3 plus V2. Why plus V2? Because I enter at positive terminal first. And I start from here and again I reach at the same point once again. So that should be equal to 0. That is meaning of summation voltage is equal to 0. Let's apply this same KVL in the second one. So if I apply same KVL in the second one, what I'll get? R4 into I minus I1. I'm starting from here. I want to end at the same point. So I minus I1 into R4. यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा? R5 into I minus I1, and this one will be plus V3, and then this one will be minus V2. Why? Because I am moving clockwise direction. When I am moving in clockwise direction, so I reach at this point V2, so I will enter at a negative terminal. So that V2 and plus here I1 into R3, minus I1 into R3, that should be equal to 0. So this is basically application of KVL. Using this application, we will solve many numerical. But right now what I wanted to tell you, how to apply KVL. KVL is, if we start from one point in the loop, reach at the same point, you will encounter so many potential, so many voltage in between, but net potential in that closed loop should be zero. If mathematically speaking, what is the KVL? Summation V is equal to 0. Net potential in the closed loop should be equal to 0. Using KCL and KVL, we will solve many numerical in this video itself, but right now just I explained what is the KVL. Okay, let's solve another numerical based on that Kirchhoff rule, KCL and KVL. So in this numerical, we can see this 2-volt battery, then resistor, then again battery, then resistor, battery and resistor, and everything is given. Now what I want to find out? I want to find out current in this wire AB using Kirchhoff rule. So for that, first I'll make current distribution. Let's say this current is I. So what will be current at this terminal? Obviously I. At this point it will be I. Until here it's I. And we can take current in any directions. Right now I'm taking current in the clockwise direction. Need not to think about battery terminals. If I'm taking this current in clockwise direction, and actually in the answer, if it is anti-clockwise directions, we'll get negative answer with same value. So need not to consider direction already. So we can take this one in clockwise or anti-clockwise. If your direction will be wrong, you will get answer with negative sign, and if it is right, you will get with positive sign. So I am taking clockwise direction. So this current is what I. Now there are 2 points. Again we got this junction and there are 2 points. So first two way. There are 2 way. One path is this one, second path is this. So let's say this current is I1. What will be this current then? I minus I1. Obviously using KCL. We are using KCL over here. Incoming current is I and outgoing should be also equal to I, and I1 is going this side, so I minus I1 is coming in this one. So again current at this point it will be I minus I1. At this point it will be I minus I1, and this one also same thing. So till here what's the current? I minus I1, and from this what's the current? I1. So if we take this one, so this is incoming current and this one is also incoming current. So these 2 incoming current we have to add, so it will become I. So if you see at this terminal, outgoing current is I, and incoming from these 2, that also become I, and current distribution completed. Now what I want to find out? I want to find out this I1. So there are 2 variables, one is I and second is I1. So we need 2 equations for that. So for 2 equation, we need to select 2 loop, any 2 loop, it should be closed loop. So right now I am selecting this first loop, loop number 1, and this one is the second loop, loop number 2. This is the first one, this is second one. And I decided I will move clockwise in the loop 1 and clockwise in the loop 2. So there is a one sign convention. If you are moving clockwise or anti-clockwise, so while moving, if you are countering any battery, if you encounter any battery on the way, so first you enter at a positive terminal, write it positive sign. And first you enter at negative, write it negative sign. I am talking about battery right now. In case of resistor, if you are moving in the same direction of current, positive I into R, opposite direction of current, negative I into R. So that's what sign convention works. I'll explain that one in this example, that will be more clear. So if you are starting from here, what I said, first if you encounter any battery and you are entering at positive terminal, first write positive, negative terminal first write negative. In case of resistor, same direction of current, positive I into R, opposite direction of current, negative I into R. So what I decided I will move clockwise. So while moving clockwise, see current direction is up and I am also moving clockwise, means I am also moving up. In this case what I write, I into R, that is I into 1 with positive sign, into 1 with positive sign, because my direction and current direction both are same. Now I reach at this battery. When I reach at this battery, so first I will enter at the negative terminal of this battery. It means I will write minus 1V. Now again I reach at this point, so now first I will reach at the positive terminal of battery, so that is what, plus 2. Now again I reach at this point, this will become I into 2 by same logic, and I reach till this point. I started from here, I reached till this point. Now at this point, if you see, just I'm moving clockwise directions, again I'm in the same direction of the current. In that case, what I can write, I1 into 2 is equal to 0. So I got one equation. I will simplify this equation a little bit. So what I'll get from here, 3i plus 2i1 is equal to minus 1. This is equation number 1. This is the equation number 1. You can simplify this I and 2i, that will become 3i, and this one is what, 2i1, and this minus 1 plus 2, that is plus 1, but I will take that side, that will become minus 1. So this is the equation number 1. Now again I apply this same concept in this one. So I'm starting from here, again I reach at this point, and I decided I will move clockwise. So I am moving clockwise. I'm starting from here, right, like this one, and clockwise direction. So when I start from here and moving downward, first I enter to the battery, and that battery terminal should be 1 plus minus 1. Why minus 1? Because first I enter at the negative terminal of the battery. Now this one, I minus I1 into 1, because while moving clockwise, I am moving in the same direction of the current. So it should be positive I into R, but I is how much? I minus I1, so I will minus I1 into 1. Now I reach at this point, what I will write? 3i minus I1. I reach at this point, then I will write plus 3 for battery, plus 3, and then after reaching at this point, this will be minus 2i1, and that should be equal to 0. Why this should be minus 2i1? Because I am moving clockwise, and again when I enter in this wire, middle wires, in that case I am moving like this and current is moving like this one. It means in opposite direction, so that will be equal to 0 according to KVL. Now if I solve this equation, what I'll get? Let's see what I'll get. So 3i and I, what I'll get over here? 4i, and here 3i1, I1 and minus 2i1, what I'll get? Minus 6i1, and from this one minus 1, so this minus 1 will go that side, that is 2. So I got two equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2. Now you can simplify this equation a little bit. No, I got this equation. This is minus 1, this is plus 3. So what I'll get basically, this one will be minus 2. This will be the equations. After solving this, when you solve this, so what will you get? 4i, I plus 3i, 4i, here I1, here minus 3i1, here minus 2i, minus 6i1, plus 3 minus 1, that is plus 2, but I will take that side, so we'll get this one. I can simplify this one little bit. What I can write here, 2i minus 3i1 is equal to minus 1, equation number 2. Now what I want to do, I want to cancel this I from this, and I want to find out value of I1. Why? Because in the question they are asking what will be current in the wire AB. So I will write these two equations over here first. In this case, so 3i plus 2i1 is equal to minus 1, and here 2i minus 3i1 is equal to minus 1. In equation number 1 and this equation number 2, here I multiply by 3, no, here I multiply by 2, and here I multiply by 3. So if you multiply by 2 over here, what will get? 6i plus 4i1 is equal to minus 2, and here you multiply by 3, you will get 6i minus 9i1 is equal to minus 3. Now you have to subtract equation number 3, and you have to subtract equation number 4 from equation number 3. If we subtract this one, this minus, ये तो पता है plus, this one will become plus. So now get cancelled. Here 13i1 will be equal to how much? 1. It means I1 is equal to 1 divided by 13. You see the direction, current direction, I1 we are getting positive. So I1 is getting positive, it means current is flowing from B to A. Means whatever direction of the current we are taking, that current is fine. And if that direction would be opposite, let's say A to B, in that case our answer would be negative with same magnitude. It means initially need not to worry about like which direction we should take current. You take any direction, and if you are getting positive sign, it means your given direction is right. Otherwise you will get negative sign for wrong direction or opposite direction, not wrong direction, opposite direction. Okay, let's solve one more numerical based on Kirchhoff rule. So if you see in this numerical, there are 12 resistance. This R, this R, this R, this R, all have equal resistance R. So if we count this one, 3, 6 and 3, there will be total 12 resistor. And this battery is connected. What they are asking in this question, find out net resistance. Find net resistance. So net resistance R is equal to V divided by I. What should be V? V is total voltage and I is what? Total current passing through this battery. So V is total voltage of this circuit, complete effective voltage, and I is what? Current passing through this circuit. So V already we know. If I able to calculate I in this battery using Kirchhoff rule, in that case I can use this formula R is equal to V upon I, and I can find out what is the value of the resistance, effective resistance, total resistance of this circuit. So I need to find out this I. So we can use Kirchhoff rule for that. This current I, and I reach at this point, this I reach at this point. Now this is the junction. Now we know what is KCL. In KCL, incoming current should be equal to outgoing. So if incoming current is equal to outgoing, it means this current I by 3, this current I divided by 3, this one I divided by 3. Why? Because if you see this diagram, it looks completely symmetrical. 3 resistor here, 3 resistor here, 6 resistor in between. So it's a completely symmetrical diagram. So here current is I. So I current will divide into 3 terminal. So it will divide equally. So this is I by 3, this is I by 3, and this one will be I by 3. Now this I by 3 current will reach at this point. Now there are 2 outgoing way. So here it will be half of a I by 3. 1 by 2 of a I by 3. It means this current will be equal to I by 6, or this one will be equal to I by 6. Similarly, if you see this wire, in this one also this current will be how much? I by 6. This one will be also I divided by 6. So again this one is I by 3. There are 2 terminals. So this current will be how much? I divided by 6, and this one also I divided by 6. Now you reach at this point. Here there are 2 incoming paths. One is I by 6. Second one is what? I by 6. So here what you will get? I by 3. Here what I will get? I by 6 plus I by 6. I divided by 3. From this terminal, I by 6 plus I divided by 6. So what you will get here? I divided by 3. Now if you see this point, here I by 3 current coming from this one, I by 3 current coming from this one, I by 3 current coming from this one. It means totally if you add, that will become I. And basically what you want to find out? We want to find out resistance of this network. For that we need 2 things, V and I. V already we know it's a given. If I am able to calculate what is the value of I using Kirchhoff rule, in that case I can write V upon I and I'll get value of that resistance. So for that first I applied KCL, and in KCL what I meant that current distribution is being done. So current distribution we have done it. Now I need to apply KVL. So I need to select any loop and I need to reach at that same point, and net potential will be equal to 0. So I am selecting one loop. I am starting from here. I am going like this one and upper part of this circuit, and again reach at this point. What should be net potential? Net potential should be equal to 0. So if I start from here and I'm moving clockwise, so first I will write this battery potential, and battery potential will be minus V. Why? Because first I enter at the negative terminal, sign convention. That sign convention we already know. See, different people use different sign convention. I am using that one. People should use only one sign convention. Don't intermix. Every sign convention is right. So what sign convention I am using? People use different sign convention. Different people use different sign convention. I'm using that my sign convention. You can use any other sign convention. Just don't intermix it. All sign conventions are right. So I'm starting from here and just enter the negative terminal of the battery. It means it should be minus V. I'm starting from here and entering at the negative terminal of this battery. It means that should be minus V. And again I reach at this point till here I reach. Now I am following this path. So I will encounter three resistance. One is R, second R and third R. But current in this resistance I by 3, this one I by 6, this one I by 3. So what is voltage across this? I by 3 into R, because V is equal to IR, and it will be positive only because I am moving clockwise like this one and current is also moving in the same direction. So when I am moving in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction and current is also moving in the same direction, so I will write positive I into R. So positive I 3 into R. In this case, what will be there? By same logic, positive I by 6 into R, and again at this point, positive I by 3 into R. Now again I reach at this point and finally I will reach at the starting point. So what should be net potential according to KVL? It should be 0. If we solve this one, in that case what will get? Minus V and plus here you can take IR common, that is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. Now you can solve this using LCM. You will get minus V plus I into R, and this one is 5 divided by 6 is equal to 0. Here also is equal to 0. If we solve this, you will get V is equal to 5 by 6 I into R. You take this I this side, it means V divided by I is equal to 5 by 6R. And V divided by I is what? That is resistance. That resistance we are talking about. It means R is equal to V divided by I. So R is equal to 5 by 6R. So if I ask you what is the resistance of this complete network, so answer is 5 by 6R. Okay, let's solve one more numerical based on KCL, purely KCL. We are not using both law, only KCL, Kirchhoff current law. So this is the current distribution in the circuit: 11 ampere, 4 ampere, 5 ampere, 5 ampere, and there is an ammeter in between these two. What they are asking for, what will be current in this ammeter, means they are asking what will be current in this terminal. And there are 4 options given to you, that is 9 ampere, 2 ampere, 3 ampere and 5 ampere. So I need to apply that KCL and find out answer. So if this is 11 ampere and you see this is the junction, 11 ampere coming from this 4 ampere going that side. So how much current will flow over here? 7 ampere, because incoming current at any junction should be equal to, this is 11 ampere, 4 ampere this side, 7 ampere this side. Now if you see this junction, incoming current 7, outgoing is 5. It means 2 ampere current is flowing at this point. Why? Because 7 this side, it means 5 going that side, it means 2 going this side. Now if we reach at this junction, there are 2 ampere incoming and 5 ampere outgoing. It's given the question, 5 ampere outgoing. It means we need 3 ampere more over here. See, outgoing is 5, incoming is only 2. How it is possible? Because 3 ampere is coming from this point. Means this 3 incoming, this 2 incoming. How much out incoming? 5. How much outgoing? 5. At any junction, incoming current should be equal to outgoing. That's all about KCL. Now, here 3 ampere, here 5 ampere. If you look at this junction, what is the current? 4 into 5. 4 plus 5, not 4 into 5. 4 plus 5, that is what? 9 ampere. 4 incoming, 5 incoming, 9. So here 9 and 3 ampere is coming over here. Obviously this 3 ampere is coming over here. So this 3 ampere is coming over here and this is 9 ampere. So 9 ampere incoming and 3 ampere outgoing. So here what we'll get? 6 ampere. And this 6 ampere plus 3 ampere, that will be 11 ampere. So finally you can see what will be the current in this circuit, in this wire. Current in this wire is 3 ampere. So what is the answer for this one? 3 ampere. So reading of ammeter will be 3 ampere, and finally answer C is the right answer.